Oftentimes we get the question, what does design build mean? And basically what we're doing is we're pairing our expertise on the construction side with expertise on the design side and merging those together to create a unified process that our clients can hold one person accountable to completely plan their project from beginning to end. Design build is a process where we take experience from the construction industry and what we're working with every day and pair it with experience in design and put it all under one roof. We bring in designers, we bring in our team members that are out in the field, and we basically collaborate together to create a unified project plan from beginning to end to address our clients' wants, needs, budget, and we're able to value engineer that project so that we can make sure we tailor that project specific to our clients' goals. And while doing that, we're creating a unified plan set that we can all hold each other accountable to. At the end of the day, our clients are able to hold one person accountable, one firm accountable for their project, and that makes it less stressful and more convenient for them. So many times we get the question of how are we going to pay for this project? And there's multiple different ways to do this. The number one, easiest one that we always think about is our personal savings. So what is the funds we've set aside for this project or that we're planning to set aside for this project? But what people don't realize is there's many other options as well. One of those being our equity in our home. So many times we hear the term home equity line of credit or a refinance. So many people will look into those sources, especially as interest rates are lower, to look at pulling out equity to get a project complete. The nice thing about this also is that we are using the equity in your home to increase the value of your home. So they kind of go hand in hand together. The other option is we also offer in-house financing. So this financing has various terms, various rates on what you want to do, but the goal is, and the understanding is that we're wanting to put a project together and make it affordable for you in any way that's possible. That doesn't make sense. We often get the question, how should I pay for my project? And really we look at this in three different ways. One is personal savings or retirement accounts. The other will be a home equity line of credit or a refinance of their home. And the third would be internal financing. So we do offer internal financing here at Fox Home Innovations, and there's various different rates, different terms we can put together for that. It's a very easy unsecured loan, and it's something that if you're interested in, we can discuss and figure out what might be the best way for you to pay for your project. Contracted payments are handled a few different ways. When you first agree to do a project with Fox Home Innovation, a design and development fee is collected, and that secures your project in our project schedule. We work backwards from there to complete all the necessary design and planning work needed for your project. At that time, once that is complete, we sit down and have a contract signing. At that particular time, it is expected that we collect between 20 and 25% of the project. Additionally, at that time, we will also put together a payment schedule that will go through the course of the project that will coincide with the construction schedule, as well as different steps and phases where that is complete. Oftentimes, we leave roughly 10 or 5% left at the end that will be collected upon the final walkthrough with our project team to ensure quality and everything is the way it should be. When it comes to payments and contracts, we start with a design and development agreement. That's the first step. That is roughly 6 to 8% of the project budget, and that is collected and covers all of the upfront costs in association with design and development, as well as secures a spot in the construction schedule. The next step is a contract signing. At that point in time, we are reviewing everything as detailed with the project. We're reviewing the schedule, the final scope, the final budget, and at that particular time, roughly 20 to 25% is due at that particular time. The third final piece is the payment schedule. This coincides with the construction schedule, and these payments are due roughly bi-weekly throughout the project, with a final 5 to 10% retainer left at the end that would be due upon final walkthrough. It's really easy to get an estimate here at Fox Home Innovations. All you need to do is just reach out to us via social media, our website, or pick up the phone, and we will set up a time to come out and meet with you and consult about what you're trying to do, what your goals are, and with that information we'll be able to take some photos and collect a general scope of work And with that information, we'll put together a budget estimate proposal for you. It's really easy to get an estimate here at Fox Home Innovations. All you need to do is reach out to us via our website, social media, or picking up the phone. We will set up a personalized consultation visit with you in your home where we will review the scope of work, we'll take some photos, we'll get to know each other a little bit more, as well as we'll explain what our process looks like and what are the steps that you would go through to work with us through a project. With that information, we'll be able to put together a budget proposal for you that will be tailored specifically to what your goals and needs are. So when we talk about planning a project, there's so many different things that go into it. Oftentimes we get asked, well, how long is this process going to take? And although that varies, typically our design and development process is 6 to 8 weeks. And in that time, we're able to come out to your home, do all the field measurements and data collection that we needed to, present you with different options, layouts, as well as work through the selection process. By the end of that 6 to 8 weeks, we will have a full set of construction documents, final selections, and budget for you to move forward to the next step of your project. One thing that's unique here at Fox Home Innovations is we bring design in-house. What that means is we have 2 very capable designers on our staff that are dedicated to work with our clients from beginning to end to handle all of the little details. It can be overwhelming to reach out into the marketplace and look at tile samples or feel like you have to drive across town to pick up a carpet sample or something like that. We have a dedicated showroom with designers that will create a unique and fulfilling process for you and make this exciting and fun. Here at Fox Home Innovations, we're unique because we have in-house designers. What that means is that we have 2 dedicated designers that work with our clients to pick selections, create layouts, and do all the little details that we might not be thinking or we are thinking about to hone in on exactly what that project is going to entail. It's a fun, it's excitement, and we're doing this with all 3D technology and creating a space that you will love. As a professional remodeling firm, we take care of the permitting process for you. Whether you need it or not, we will work with you and educate you through the process and make sure that all your municipalities that are involved have what they need. As a professionally remodeling firm, you want someone that you can trust working inside your home. One way that is enforced in some way is by permitting. We take care of the permitting process completely for you. We will recognize and see if we need a permit or we don't, as well as we'll educate you exactly what that means. We'll handle all of the inspections, all of the paperwork, and so when it comes time for the city or the municipality to issue you as a professional remodeling firm, we take care of the permitting process for you. It's oftentimes asked whether we need a permit, whether we don't, and some projects do and some projects don't. We'll educate you on when you need a permit and when you don't, but most importantly, we'll handle that all for you. We'll take care of the application process, any drawings that the city or municipality needs, as well as all the inspections and the final paperwork. So we get often asked, what type of projects do you do at Fox Home Innovations? And we answer that wholeheartedly with everything that has to do with residential work. We might not be the right fit, and that's okay, but we want to be everyone's partner in understanding what their home offers, what can be done in their home, all the way to the simple things as from a maintenance perspective. We'll work with you to identify what that scope work is and maybe put a phased plan together if it's not all at one time. Fox Home Innovations handles all things residential. We want to be your partner in maintaining and upgrading your home through the years, and we understand that it might not happen at once, and so we look at every project as a unique, custom-tailored one for you. Here at Fox Home Innovations, we do all things residential. This is from maintaining your home, maybe adding a deck, doing a renovation, even adding on to your home. We also specialize in custom home builds. Whether you have something small or large, reach out to us. We'd be happy to work with you. People often ask, why should I hire Fox Home Innovations? And I tell them one simple way, the people. Our team is dedicated and accountable to all aspects of residential construction. We have processes and systems in place to make sure that our clients are handled in a professional manner and taken care of. That's not right. Oftentimes we get the question, why should I hire Fox Home Innovations? And I answer that a couple different ways, but at the end of the day, it comes down to we offer it all. From design services, the construction, we put it all in one house and we take care of every little piece of it. But at the end of the day, it's the people that you're working with. We have an outstanding team here that are dedicated and are held accountable to your project and your needs. We work so hard every single day. Let us show you how. We handle design, development, any residential construction, everything under one roof, one team to hold accountable, and a passionate group of individuals that will work so hard for you.
But also we want to be your partner when it comes to maintaining your project. And even if you're outside of your warranty period, like call us, we want to be involved. That's what I was going for. I just tripped up on my words. Fox Home Innovations has a 1-year warranty on all of our design projects. This covers any work that is performed by Fox Home Innovations or our trade partners during your project. What we always talk to every one of our clients about is, even if you're outside of your warranty period and you have a question about something that involves your project or even your house, we want to be along your side and we want to be your partner. Give us a call. We stand behind every job that we do and all the work that we perform. Worst case that's going to happen is we're going to say, hey, this is not part of your warranty, but this is what we can do to help resolve your issue as well and get you taken care of. What is most important is that you enjoy your project and you're comfortable in your home and you're happy with the space that you're living in.
That's great. Good job, Hal. Okay.
When we're looking at remodelers and the industry as a whole, Fox Home Innovations is particularly different based on a couple of factors. One is our team and our personnel. We here are passionate about what we do and helping our clients get the best product and have the best client experience going through that project. The next biggest factor is our facilities. We are the only facility in Manhattan, Kansas, and the surrounding region that has a showroom and full office to come visit. So we're not having to come plan your project in a Home Depot, in a coffee shop, or even in your living room. We believe that as a professional company, this is vital to what we can do to provide the best experience for our clients. Those two things combined specifically are what really set us apart. The third thing is really focusing on the client experience. Every project and every client expects the highest quality in the product that they're purchasing. What we set out to do is to give the best experience with that through communication, through proper scheduling, through planning, and through showing you your design, as well as following up with our warranty. Put all those things combined, we really can provide the best professional experience for your next home remodel. When you're looking at remodelers, there are a lot of very talented companies in the marketplace. Fox Home Innovations sets itself apart from all those other remodelers for a few different reasons. The first and foremost is our team. We have a dedicated staff on board that is passionate, professional, and experts in everything that we do across the board to help you design, plan, and execute the project of your dreams. The second thing that really sets us apart is our showroom. We are one of the only showrooms in the Manhattan region for design build firms. This allows our clients to have a place to come to really be focused on their project. They're not sitting at the kitchen counter, we're not walking through Home Depot or even at a coffee shop. This centers it. It allows a very clean, professional experience during the planning portion of your project. The last thing, and probably one of the most important, is we focus on client experience. Every client that walks through our door expects the best quality of work inside of their home. Because of that, that is something that we strive for every single day anyway. What we go the step further is to focus on that client and help them communicate through the project, understand this is what the stresses are going to be, this is what we plan to be doing, these are the things that we've run into, and using the culmination and experiences of our team to provide the best experience for our client. Communication is the number one most important variable inside of any remodeling project. It starts from the very beginning when you are communicating with our salesman, Chris. That means calling you back, following up, answering questions on your estimate. These are direct line of communication that you have with Chris as a salesperson assigned to your project. The other forms of communication that we have is through the design process, is using our design software to communicate and visually show you what your project's going to look like, as well as having sit down, assigned formal meetings to communicate and really hear what our clients want. When the project is actually starting, we have planned formal face-to-face meetings on site with project managers to give you up-to-date information about how your project is going, answer in-person questions of things that may have come up, maybe concerns that you have, or things that you're really happy with. The final thing that we work on is we have a project management software that allows us to digitally answer questions. Communication during a remodeling project is probably the most important aspect. Communication, I firmly believe, can solve 98% of any problem that comes up. It starts at the beginning by having a dedicated salesperson talking to you, educating you, and helping you understand what the initial ballpark cost of your project can be. Following that, we have in-person meetings in our design process where we can communicate at our facility, help communicate what your options are, help answer questions about what different materials would be, as well as we can use our state-of-the-art design software to communicate and visually show you what your project's going to look like when it's finished before we even start. Lastly, when we get into the project, communication becomes even more vital. And we provide that through having formal face-to-face meetings with our project managers on site once a week. We have a project management software called BuilderTrend that allows our clients to see day to day what is happening, calendar updates, daily log updates, photos, all these different things that allow the client to understand what is going on during their project. When we combine all of these things, as well as educating the client that it's okay to ask questions about your remodel, get them comfortable in their space, get them comfortable understanding what is going on and what the steps will be before the project starts, all of those things are what lead to good and proper communication through remodeling projects with Fox Home Innovations. When preparing for your project, even before you start making phone calls, it is very important to have a little bit of time to educate yourself at what goes into that type of project that you're doing. Also, to really think about what it is you're wanting. Our job as professionals is to really help you understand and guide you to what you want, but having a solid understanding of like, hey, this is how I use the space, or maybe this is what I would like to change, gives us the information we need to help us really put down the best design for your project. The other thing that you can do is reach out, talk to us, ask questions during the sales process, maybe get multiple estimates, ask the difference between estimates. Here at Fox Home Innovations, we are dedicated to educating clients as much as we can before the project starts to help you prepare. As a part of that process, we do many different things that help you understand what's going to be happening at the different phases. You don't need to plan your whole project before you call, but it's good to have a basic understanding of what you're wanting, what your budget is, realistically what you're able to spend, and maybe what your options are for your funding. When we have those open types of conversations, it's going to help you learn better, as well as it's going to make the process that much more smooth. When preparing for your remodeling project, there's many variables that you have to consider, and it can be very overwhelming. Here at Fox Home Innovations, our job is to help you be prepared. Some of the things that you can do before you reach out and call or even start thinking about who you're going to use for your remodeling project, some of the things you need to be thinking about is one, how much do you want to change in your house? What is it about your house that you want to change? How do you think about how do you use that space? These are some of the initial questions that we are going to ask you so that we can make sure that we fully understand what you want your end product to look like. Obviously, another really big one is understanding what your budget is. Remodeling projects can be very expensive, but they can also be fairly affordable. One of the benefits of using us is we can value engineer your project as you go along, but everybody has a budget. And understanding what that budget is and how you're going to get that funding will help us guide you and steward you through the planning process. A couple other things to think about is just understand that when you're preparing for a project, where are you at in your stage in life? this is going to be a disruption to your home. And so not only do we want to make sure that the budget's in place and we have a plan, but it's also the right time in your life to be doing these projects. So that is a couple things that you can think about. Once you call Fox Home Innovations with us specifically, our process is set up to educate and prepare you even further as we go through the steps and plan and prepare for your project.
Yeah.
Living through your remodel. So one of the things that makes us professionals is understanding what livable remodeling is about. Not everyone has a second home or a hotel or a place, and sometimes it just doesn't make sense to completely remove somebody from their home during a remodel, big or large. So the short answer is you absolutely can live through it, but there are some things that we need to understand is that as professionals and responsible for your house, our job site is your home. And so we educate and work with our clients to help them understand that in order to meet our deadlines and do our things, this is how things need to operate with your lifestyle in mind. We take a lot of pain and a lot of effort to really understand how you live your life, what your schedules look like, so that we can make it as least stressful as possible while we're living there, with the understanding that this is your home, this is where you live, but everyone has a daily routine, and any project, big or small, is going to interrupt that routine. So here at Fox Home Innovations, we make it our pride and joy to execute the project and be a steward through your remodel, but making it as livable as possible in the meantime. Client experience at Fox Home Innovations is not only a differentiator for us as a company, but it's also a core value. And we made it a core value for one simple reason. And that is that when somebody hires a remodeler, quality of work is a pre-existing expectation. We bring on the best craftsmen that we could possibly find to provide that, regardless of whatever the plan or the size of project. Where we really set ourselves apart is the client experience. That means really focusing in on what you as a client want, what your expectations are, what things don't you understand, what things are you not comfortable with, and how can we help steward you through your project to make that experience of a remodel be the best that it possibly can. Remodels are inherently stressful, whether it's big or small, and it's our job to walk you through those stressful parts, as well as help you celebrate the happy ones. Because when we get to the end, it's a celebration. And all that together, we want all of our clients to look back and share their space and remember that experience as a positive one that they had with Fox Home Innovations.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Okay. Client experience at Fox Home Innovations is based around one simple principle, that there is so much more to a remodel than just performing the work itself. We strive to provide an experience from beginning to end that allows our clients to be comfortable, educated, and as least stress as possible going into their project. By being a full service design build firm, our experience allows our clients to have someone dedicated to their project every single step of the way that allows them to have someone to bounce questions off of, ask, clear up concerns, maybe celebrate or point out really good things, or know that they have someone that's going to address an issue as soon as it comes up. Those things are just a small part of it. The other part of it is just being able to know that focusing on yourself as the client, going through your project, when that remodel is done, is there may have been some stressful points, but overall you're going to look back at this beautiful space that you're living in, and you're going to have a positive memory of that. As well as if you ever have a warranty claim or anything, our client experience goes past your project. So we want to be here, be a partner for you, even, a year after, if it's a warranty claim, or years down the road. We believe that it's about building a relationship inside of that client experience, not just executing the project that you hired us for. At Fox Home Innovations, a lot of times we get asked, what kind of projects can we perform? The short answer is anything that's involved with the house, we can handle. If you have a window that needs to be switched out, maybe a front door that you're just not happy with anymore and you want new, that small of a project, absolutely we can handle it. You have a bathroom, a kitchen, maybe even a basement, or you're thinking, hey, let's add on to the side of the house. We can take care of it. Most of the components of residential construction are about the same. We can even build you a new custom home, design and build that if you'd like. All of these different things that go into a home, it's our job as professionals to understand how to take care of those and how to service our clients. So if you have a question, it involves your home inside or out, give us a call. We can absolutely help you take care of it.
Ooh, I like that. That was a good take.